Hey, good morning, folks. I come to you with a morning coffee commentary. I come to you from this old tomato plant patch I got here, but it reminds me of my childhood growing up in the garden. Boy, I had to get up at the crack of dawn and go out and hoe and weed and pick and shell, and Mama and Mama and all them would put the vegetables up. But every morning, break of daylight, sun coming up, getting hot, it's time to work in the garden. There's a story I wanted to tell you. The man had 5 sons, probably about the time I was growing up, because it sounds just like my life. He had them boys out there in that garden every morning at the crack of dawn. Those boys was hoeing and working and keeping that garden going. They was pulling tomatoes or picking peas or pulling ears of corn all the time, doing something. The oldest boy finally got old enough to get out of high school and went to college. When he got to college, he wasn't there first semester. He wrote a letter back to his daddy. He said, "Daddy, I hate to tell you this because I really love you." He said, "But they got fruit and vegetables down there at the store in a can for 25 cents a can." He said, "I did the math on this thing, and it's costing us way more in time and material to produce that garden you got than it would be for you just to go to the grocery store and buy the food in a can." And he said, "With all due respect, your oldest son," and the daddy wrote a 1-sentence letter back to him in true farmer fashion and true farmer logic. And he said, "Dear son, with all due respect, I was not raising a garden. I was raising boys." Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I bring you a lot of information from this garden because it is a place where we can see God's glory going. I didn't raise these plants, I just put them in the ground. Something else is really making them grow. I don't understand it. Oh, I can tell you the science I learned in the 7th or 8th grade about photosynthesis and about fruit and seeds and replenishment and procreation and all that fun stuff, but I don't understand exactly how it all works because it continues to be a miracle of life. These plants take in carbon dioxide and shoot out oxygen, which helps me. It helps me to be out here with them. It helps me to see them produce things and me get to eat it and fulfill the nourishment of my body. It's just, I'm not raising the garden. I'm raising me. World sure could use a little good news today.